Surprise, 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 everybody. Good evening, Patsy and Edith Margaret Harris and Jay. Hello. I was wondering if anybody was going to get the notification and come into live tonight. I'm just doing some last minute changing the settings here. Make sure I got everything set right. How's everybody doing today? I'm tired. It's been a long day for me. I've been running around. I've done videos and I finally got the sealer coat on the cabinet, so that's going to dry overnight. I'm trying to bring my chat up so I can read it, y'all. Did I surprise y'all? Probably weren't expecting me to go live tonight. Man, there's just a bunch of last minute settings you got to make sure that are correct. Let's see, we got Patty C in the house. Let me get her name down. We've got Jay, my soap hob, Liz Daughtery, Lube and Brian Rose. I think you're new. Hello, Linda Luke from Stockton, California. Well, hello to you too, Luke. Lupe and Brian. Welcome to our chat. And your name goes in the pot, for the drawing. We've got a drawing coming up. Well, we got a bunch of people that come into. Father Gatto's here. Hello, Father Gatto. And we've got Edith Margaret Harris. Trying to get these names written down. Melanie, hello, from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Welcome, Melanie. Your name's going in the pot for our drawing Thursday. You got to be present to win, though. So be sure you be here Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central. We got Shatika in the house. How's Shatika doing? And Donna Placedia. Falsetti. Happy you're on live. Okay, did I make your night, Donna? I was debating whether to go live or not. It was getting so late, but I said, oh, heck. I told them I'd go live just about any time of the day or night. If they can get in, fine. If not, then oh well. Blessings to you too, Shatika. It's been a full day. I've done running around shopping. I got a notification from my bank. I got to go into every place that I pay online through my checking account, and every place that automatic deposits into my checking account. I've got to go through all of them and give them a new routing number for my checking account because what's the name of the bank? South State Bank took over Independent Bank, who I'm banking with. So now everything is turned over to South State Bank. So they're such a big bank that they required new routing numbers for your account. So I've got to get in there and make sure I get everybody notified that I've got a new routing number, or I may not get my money, you know. Like Social Security from YouTube. There's a lot of places. And then all the places that I pay through my checking account online, I've got to notify them. Patty C says, I'm soaking in the tub to ease my pain. Well, good for you, Patty. But I'm glad you could come in our live while you're soaking and relaxing and enjoying yourself. Well, thank you, Edith. I like it too. I like anything that looks kind of southwestern. Melly's in Lawrenceville, Georgia. You know, it was supposed to hit like 85 today. Do you know it was 90 degrees this afternoon? It hit 90, y'all. 90 degrees, the 1st of February. Everything in my garden's trying to grow. I hope we don't get another freeze by the end of the month, because they predicted we were going to get a last round of rain and snow the end of this month to end the winter months. But I'm hoping we don't get it, because they predicted we've got snow all winter and we haven't gotten any yet. I mean, people all around us, surrounding areas, have gotten it, but we didn't get any here. And that I'm glad of. It was 70 degrees where Patty is. I got to refresh my thing here. It looks like my it looked like my chat was frozen. I got 65 people watching right now. That's good. I tell you, some of the views on my channels, my videos for the last few days have scared me, because my views have been down. And I didn't get many people coming in my lives, and that was getting scary. Let's see, I saw Cheryl's name somewhere. I got Tamara. There it is. See, mine froze, and I missed Dennis. I got to get Dennis in here. I've got Tamara Aimling. Krista. Cheryl Smith. Cheryl Smitherman. I think I'm caught up with everybody. Oh, there's Life with Pippintine. Hello, Life with Pippintine. I was watching your barbecue video. I like how you use older vintage Tupperware. That stuff is the bomb. Yeah, I had a ton of Tupperware when I first came to Texas, and I've still got it, y'all. And I had Tupperware parties here at my house for off and on for several years, and I got free pieces of Tupperware. Because you know, when you host a Tupperware party, they always give you a free piece of Tupperware. And I did crystal parties as well, so I got crystal vases, I got crystal glasses, I got what I call my Texas champagne glass that I got a candle on sitting on my entertainment center over here. Yeah, I used to enjoy having those, but I didn't have much room here in this little house to have them, really. And there's Gullerman Blanco. I don't know who you are. I don't remember seeing your name before. Gullermo Blanco. But your name is down to go in the pot for the drawing on Thursday. Dennis said Linda went with me to Orange Park, Florida today. Well, I've never been to Orange Park, Florida before. I enjoyed going with you, Dennis. Glad you took me along with you. Tamara's in northeast Iowa. But guys, it hit 90 degrees today. Could you imagine? I've been in my shorts yesterday and today. I've been wearing shorts. I missed Groundhog Day too. Did he see his shadow or not? Are we supposed to get more cold weather? I like hearing your voice since you remind me of a friend's grandmother who lived in Blood Mountain, Georgia, and always was good to me. Well, thank you, Gullermo. Yeah, I like Tupperware, and it lasts forever. I've got a cake carrier, with that a Tupperware, and I've still got the thing that goes around it for the handle, but one side of the handle's broke loose, and I'm always afraid I'm going to drop the cake. And there's Zach. Put Zach's name down for the drawing. Yeah, you got to be here Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time for our drawing. We're giving away prizes Thursday night at trivia night. That's what all these surprise lives are about, is to get your name in the pot again. Every time you come into live, your name goes in the pot another time, which gives you more chances to win. I don't know. I'm wondering, what did the groundhog say? Saw his shadow. 6 more weeks. 6 more weeks of winter? Is that what you're saying, Tamara? He said 6 more weeks of winter, y'all. That's what I'm afraid of, because they predicted that we were going to have one last big rain with snow the end of this month. So I was holding back. I don't know whether to plant anything else or not. I mean, I've got perpetual spinach. I've got collards. I've got Chinese cabbage. I've got tree collards. My rosemary made it through the winter so far. I've got a cilantro plant that made it. And I went out there and picked cilantro off of it today. I cleaned it off and used it in one of my recipes that I'm going to post the video of tomorrow. And there's MT. I like the old Tupperware too. I look for it at yard sales. Yeah, I didn't even know they sold it anymore because I've lost touch with a lot of people that dealt with it. So, and I didn't know anything about it until my daughter-in-law's daughter mentioned Tupperware. And I said, oh, can you still get new Tupperware? I said, I always used to have Tupperware parties to get free pieces. And of course, I'd order some too. But I've got the bread holder, the Tupperware. That's what I put my banana bread and my pumpkin bread and all that stuff in. It keeps it real fresh. But yeah, I've got still lots of pieces of Tupperware because it lasts forever. And there's Catherine Moody. Let's get her name down. But I tell you, it's been so nice. The Farmer's Almanac has been saying all along that we're going to have the end of February real cold in Texas. See, that's what I'm afraid of, because I've heard of a lot of people that are getting a jump on planting this month. And I'm so afraid, depending on what they're planting and transplanting, they're going to lose their crop. You know, because it'll be pretty now, but if it gets as bad as they say toward the end of this month, it may kill your seedlings or your new plants. So I'm still holding off. I don't know if I want to, you know, what stuff I got in the garden now survives the cold. It's okay. It'll make it through another snowstorm. 0 temperatures expected here in a week or two. See? And if people start planting stuff right now and they get little seedlings coming up and they transplant new plants, if we get very many nights of freezing temperatures, it's going to wipe it out. So I think I'm going to do like always. I'm just going to get out there and clean up my garden, get it ready to plant. And then like the beginning of March or second week in March, I'm going to do my planting. You know, my seeds and stuff like that. Now, I may start some in my greenhouse if I can get the new cover on it. But I got to get out there and I got to get the tarp off. I got to get the old plastic cover off, put the new one on, you know, and secure it down, clean it up, clean the inside out. And I might be able to start some seedlings in there. But still, I'm kind of weary about the end of the month. If we get 2 or 3 nights where we have freezing temperatures, even in that greenhouse, it'll kill the little seedlings. So I may wait. And I thought I had my notifications turned off my camera, but I don't. So if you hear all this beeping and binging and do-do-do-do, it's my phone. I didn't get the notifications turned off. You know me, I got too many things in the fire. I was concentrating on getting everything set on the laptop, and I thought I already had it set on the camera, but I didn't, I guess. Evidently, I don't. They're doing great. I give them their supper tonight, and little buddy was around back up until I came in when I was putting the sealer on the cabinet. And when I came in the house, he took off. I guess he went somewhere and curled up to go to sleep. And Lucky's out there sleeping somewhere right now. Because it's so warm, you know. There's no way they want to stay in the house. It's nice. They like to be outside. And there's Henry Browsard. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But welcome, Henry. You must be a new subscriber. Have you ever tried lemon tomatoes? I've never heard of a lemon tomato. But I'm all up for trying new plants. I planted those, what was it? Hungarian pink tomatoes last year. And they produced tomatoes finally the very end of the summer. So I'm anxious to get some more of those started this year. I've got more seeds I can start. Patty C said she liked my pulled pork. Well, that's the way they do pork in North Carolina. Because North Carolina is pork country, just like Texas is beef country. I first come out to Texas, the first restaurant we ever went in, when we were coming into town because we drove out here. We were hungry. It was lunchtime. We pulled in, and I had my heart set on getting a pulled pork sandwich. I went in there, and you could see everything in this case that he had was all lined up, and you picked out what you wanted. And I didn't even look that hard. I just said, well, I'd like a pulled pork sandwich, please. He looked at me kind of funny. He said, lady, this is Texas. We have beef barbecue here. We don't have pork. I thought to myself, well, forgive me. And it comes with red sauce. I thought to my, and see, I was not used to eating beef barbecue with the tomato sauce or the red sauce as they call it. And there's, let me get your name down, Anand. Anand, I don't know how you pronounce your name. Kumar. Hello, you must be a new a new subscriber. I don't remember seeing your name before. Yeah, and I realized real fast in Texas you didn't have pulled pork barbecue. And if you did get pulled pork, by any chance, if you were lucky, it had a red sauce to go on it. I don't like the red sauce on my pork, but my pulled pork. I'm sorry. And we've got a restaurant that opened here in Granbury, and it has pulled pork. It's got signs out there, pulled pork. But I've never been in there to try it because I figured they got red sauce. I don't want red sauce. But the way they do it back home, they don't put it in a frying pan like I did. That's just an easy, quick way to try to fix you some pulled pork. The way they do back home, usually they take a whole hog, or at least half a hog, and they put it on a big pit. They build pits especially to, put their hogs on to make pulled pork. And they slow roast them just like they do the beef out here. So when it's ready to be pulled and it's cooled down, it just comes off the bone like, oh, it's just so tender and moist. And they do the whole thing. And they chop the whole thing up. The legs, the ham, the back, the whole part of the hog, not just one section of it. And then they make, they usually take a gallon jar. They put about half olive oil and half vinegar. And then they put in hot pepper flakes. They put in garlic. They put in onion or onion powder. A bunch of seasonings go in that jar. They shake it up and let it sit there for a while. Most of the time they'll make it the day before. Because that's what goes on our pulled pork back home. Is that oil, vinegar, salt. It's not, it's the sauce. That's what we got, But we mix it in the beef. In the pork like I did my little bit of pork. You saw me how I did it in the bowl if you watched the video. So that pork, it don't matter if it gets dry. Mine did get a little bit dry in that pan because it was all lean. There was basically no fat on that pork. So you pull it apart, it's pretty dry. So when you put it in that bowl and you put that mixture in it of the oil and the vinegar and the spices, it don't pour out anywhere. That pork soaks up every bit of all that stuff you poured in there. And it tastes amazing. You would, Dennis. I don't put vodka in anything. And there's Poethics. Oh, and there's nothing better than pulled pork when it's cooked on that big pit. When you do a whole half of a hog or the whole hog, and it's roasted overnight, slow cooked. Oh, it's so good. Mine was good, but it's not like the real thing that they put on the pit and cook the way they do it. My brother had one on a trailer. It was built to the trailer, and it was big enough that it would accommodate a whole half a hog stretched out on it. And he did one of my mom's birthdays when she was still alive. She wanted a luau. He asked Mama, he said, Mama, what kind of birthday cookout do you want? You can make any type of theme you want, and we'll try to get the food to go with it. She said, I want a luau. So they did. They put up all kind of Hawaiian decorations around the yard. They had the shade tents up. He roasted that hog overnight on that big pit. It was so good. And he did another one time at my mom's house. This one was at his house, where he literally roasted the hog on that big pit overnight at his house. And since it's built on a trailer, you can pull it anywhere you want it. He hooked to that trailer, that pit, and drove it to my mom's house and pulled up in the yard with it, with the hog on it, cooking. I thought that was neat. From Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Yeah, I hope Janice's feeling better. Let me get Janice's name down. I didn't see her come in. I was running my mouth. And Frida Cassidy. I thought I had Frida. Let's see. Maybe I don't. No, I don't have Frida. Let me get Frida Cassidy down. And we got Bonnie's Craft Room. We got Derain. I think I've caught up now. Bonnie's Craft Room said when we were in the South Carolina, they do it like you said, but they use barbecue sauce like that, but also add mustard in it. Yeah, I don't ever put mustard in mine. But I know I've seen it millions of times in gallon jars, just like the big pickles come in, and they fill it full of vinegar and oil. They put hot pepper flakes in it. They put garlic, onion powder, all kind of spices in it. And they usually let it set overnight before they use it so it soaks up all the spices and everything in the vinegar and the oil. And then they put it on the pork like I did mine. I just mixed all mine up in the pork because it soaked it up rather than wait till later and pour it on there. But, that's the way I grew up eating pork. Pork barbecue sandwiches and if you go in a restaurant and you order a barbecue plate, it'll be your pulled pork, a big portion of it, a big portion of coleslaw. You'll get a big portion of French fries and whatever else you want to tell them that you want on it. But usually those three things is what you mainly get on a pulled pork sandwich. A pulled pork plate. And you saw in my video, my sandwich, that if you want a pulled pork sandwich, that's what you get. It's the pulled pork mixed with the salt, the vinegar and oil in it. And then you get a whole big helping of coleslaw on top. And they usually have a Texas Pete bottle close by because a lot of people will pour that Texas Pete on their pulled pork barbecue, make it hot. Yours looks so much better. Yeah. Well, I'd heard him talk about his trailer that he built with the big cooker on it, because it was a hand-built cooker. Because it was the width of the whole trailer, and it was pretty, deep. Like I said, it would accommodate a whole hog if you wanted to fix a whole one. But that was the two times I'd ever seen it was when he had the luau for Mama's birthday, and then we had like a family reunion at my mom's house. And everybody was in the garage with the garage door open because it was outside. There wasn't room in the house for everybody. So we were all out in the yard and in the garage. We had tables set up. And here comes my brother driving up in the yard, pulling that hog on the cooker behind his SUV. I said, that's what you call how pork will travel. I like both. I like dill pickles and I like sweet pickles. It just depends on what I want to eat them on. Well, my brother would usually have a cooler full of beer. I mean, I didn't drink. My mom never drank any alcohol at all, but the rest of the family, mostly the guys would drink the beer. Usually the women had iced tea or Pepsi or something like that. And there's Laura McFadden and and hot sauce to boot. Yeah, that's right. They use Texas Pete. The red stuff that's in that little thin bottle that's so hot. They dump that on there. I'd put a little bit. I didn't like mine too hot, but I did like a little. I put a couple of drops around my barbecue. Not enough that was going to burn my mouth up. But let me get Laura McFadden's name down. And please don't y'all forget, you got to be in the live Thursday night to win, because if I draw your name and you're not there, you forfeit your prize to the next one I draw. I mean, I hate to do that, but I did it the other way one other time in a drawing or a prize that I was giving away, and I never did get hold of the person that won. And I said, well, I don't want to do that anymore, so. Nothing better than Midwestern fried pork tenderloin sandwich. Yeah, I like the Texas Pete. And it's funny because we had that even in North Carolina, that red hot sauce. I used to buy it out here, but I quit buying it because I found I was getting my food too hot. And my stomach didn't agree with it. It'd give me the hiccups. So I went to some of the more milder hot sauces that weren't quite as hot. Is that ghost pepper sauce? I don't know. It may have ghost peppers in it. I don't know. But it was hot. I mean, just a drop of it would burn you. And we got Damien. Where's Damien from? We're going to have our drawing Thursday night, trivia night, 7 p.m. Central. That's when I'm going to draw the names out. And I've almost got a whole page of them from the people that's in here tonight. I like it a little bit warm. I don't like it hot, hot. Yeah, I love mac and cheese, but I never cared for it the way a lot of people fix it with the sharp cheddar cheese. And it seemed like by the time you go to eat the mac and cheese, it's all dried. I mean, you don't see much cheese in it anymore or something. I love it the way I fix it because I grew up eating it that way. My mom used the American pasteurized cheese, in the block. And it stays kind of moist if you put enough cheese in it. And that's the way I grew up eating my mac and cheese. It didn't have sharp cheddar in it. No, we've already got the prizes picked out, MT. You got your choice of chow chow, pepper jelly, cowboy candy, cowboy candy relish, and that's pretty much it. I've got hot pepper vinegar, but I can't ship that because it's not in a sealed jar. Velveeta, yeah, I couldn't think of it. It's Velveeta. Yeah, my mom always made mac and cheese with Velveeta cheese. She'd buy it by that big square block, in the box, and that's the way I've always bought it. Well, no, it's not government cheese, but I'm sure they made it with government cheese back when I was growing up. But she'd buy the Velveeta at the store, and it sells, about $7 a box now? Or a little over $7? Almost $8, really. Dennis said, I cooked a pig in the ground, got some beer on ice. All my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. I'm on my way, Dennis. I mean, you can keep the beer, but I'll be there for the pig eating. You moving in Thursday, Jana? Yeah, I know. Wilson said he was going to win. He's already said he was going to. I wonder where he is tonight. I haven't seen him in chat. Has anybody seen him tonight? I like the hot pepper jelly, please, if I win. Well, you got your choice, plus a gift card. Because, I said if anybody lived out of the country where the postage was outrageous, then I wasn't going to send any of the canned stuff, but I'd send them the gift card if they could use a gift card where they live. Laura McFadden, in evaporated milk. Yeah, I put evaporated milk in mine because I don't usually keep a lot of fresh milk here since I don't have my kids at home anymore. They're grown. Because I'm allergic to the fat content in milk. So I always have to drink the 2%, or I get chocolate 2% milk. But I just get it once in a while because I don't really like drinking it. Down south, everyone made it in a chock pot, cooked it all day, and I think they overbaked it. Oh, wow. I know, I looked for him, Dennis. I didn't see him go live. Is Shut Up from Southwest Louisiana? I don't know. Have we got somebody in here with the name of Shut Up? If we do, I haven't seen them. I don't know what you're talking about, Henry. I am moving to a cottage in my same complex with my son, youngest son. Well, good, Jana. You're moving to that little cottage you were talking about. So maybe you'll be able to have your little garden in the back. Does anybody know what Henry is talking about? Where he said is Shut Up from Southwest Louisiana? I mean, he's lost me with that. If I win, I want chow chow, and you can gift the gift card to someone else. Oh, you just want the chow chow, huh? Well, my older recipe that I made last year is a lot better than the one I made this year. I tried another recipe, and I'm going back to my old recipe because I don't like this new recipe as well. I don't even know what even possessed me to try a new recipe with my chow chow because it turned out so good last year. Shout out from, shout out from Southwest Louisiana. I thought you said shut up from Southwest. That must have been the typo. What is it, spell correct, or if you're using voice to type, it's changing your words. Yeah, I don't like vulgarity either, Edith. I don't think anybody does. But I think that was his spell check, or his voice recognition didn't understand the word he said correctly. Yeah, he meant shout out. Yeah, he's okay. How's my sop hob tonight? What kind of handle word is that? My sop hob. My sop hob. Got to watch the voice correct. Yeah. You don't know what it's going to change stuff to. You got to talk to the text because you're going blind. Don't say what I wanted to say. I know what you mean. It changes to what it wants to change it to. I haven't seen Alfonso either lately. I've been so busy I haven't been able to check out his lives that he does on Saturday night. Yeah, Henry didn't mean anything by that. It was a typo error. Because like he said, he's going blind, so he depends on that voice recognition to type for him. And sometimes it changes your words. It does. No, I haven't seen Wilson. He didn't go live last night. Because I looked for him. And he did not go live. Yes, Patty said she has problems too. And there's Tamara Douglas. I was wondering if she was going to be in here. Usually I have both Tamaras, Tamara Douglas and Tamara Aimling. Hello, Tamara Douglas. How are you doing this evening? I bet they have some interesting dishes in Southwest Louisiana. Oh, you know they do. And you know it ain't going to put weight on your bones either. Which is wrong. I think everything in Louisiana is fattening. The more fattening it is, the better they like it. It's so cold, my legs feel stiff. It was 90 degrees here today. I've got my shorts on. I wore shorts yesterday. And it was only supposed to get up to 85. And when I looked at the thermometer when I was coming in from town this afternoon, it was 90 degrees. Yep, that's right, Jana. You're going to be blessed. Yes, you do deserve peace. You deserve peace of mind. And you deserve calm. You deserve all the good stuff. Yeah, I'm checking on that. I'm not sure exactly when I need to plant them out here. I was going to try to maybe plant a pot or two of sweet potatoes again and the white potatoes and the red ones because they produced pretty good last year. I mean, not the best in the world, but for like a first real good try at it, I think they did pretty good for getting them in planted late. And there's Shay's time. Shay's time. I can't pronounce y'all's names you got here. I don't know where you get them from. Come. Your personality is amazing. Well, thank you. I'm doing great. Feel great. How are you? Fattening food. Oh, yeah, anything fattening tastes better. Well, I didn't go live with the pulled pork. That was just a recorded video that I posted. I don't go live all the time. Usually once a day I post a video that I've done, a cooking video or something. And that pulled pork was a video. It wasn't a live. Yes, everybody needs to pray for Janet's peace of mind, comfort, and to get her through this stage of grief that she's dealing with. Yeah, you're right on. The more fatness, the better. Yep, the fatter it is, the better. Brings out the flavor. You get to win the Cowboy Candy Oh Boy February 6th. We'll see. I'm interested to see who's going to win. Their loss, Edith. We think you're awesome, and we are sure glad you're here. My wife plans on every Valentine's Day. What does she plan on for Valentine's Day? I've missed something. No, I haven't had time to check my email. Let me check. Let me see if I've got a picture of Brooklyn with his lasagna that he made. Skinny is overrated. Be sweet to yourself. Yeah, I'm sweet to myself. I eat what I want. I just try not to go overboard. Oh, and I got emails from Patty too, and I haven't checked my emails today. And you know, I wore my mask out there when I was putting that sealer on my cabinet. So I don't know why I'm coughing so much. Just a swing and let's see what this picture is. Oh, that's a John Anderson thing. I got a email from Dennis said, I hope you go live tonight. I need to have company. Well, you got plenty of company right now, Dennis. Well, I saw the just a swinging thing, but I don't see email with anything about Brooklyn. I got one where you said to go live tonight, and one where you it was just a swinging video. But I don't see one where you. Oh, wait a minute. Here's another one. Oh, this is it because it said I told you I made a lot. Oh my God! Did you make a lot of lasagna? Oh Lord! Look at that. Two great big old sheet pans of lasagna, y'all. No wonder he had to freeze some. And there's Brooklyn with those two great big pans of lasagna. I've never seen such a big pan of lasagna before. Good gracious. No wonder they couldn't eat it all and you had to freeze some. I got upload this thing again because my chat's frozen. Yeah, I don't know what you saw of it, but I'll show it again. That's 2 great big pans of lasagna. I mean, those are big pans. Good gracious. And not one of them, 2 of them. No wonder those kids couldn't eat that much. Yeah, the pan of lasagna is bigger than Brooklyn. And I think one normal size um, thing of lasagna is enough or too much. Man, when you said you made a lot of lasagna, I thought you had like a 13-inch by 9-inch pan of it or something. Not one like yay big, 2 of them. Good gracious. No wonder you had to freeze it. They couldn't even eat 1 pan of that lasagna. It's so big. Yeah, well, people, once they realize you're using text to speech and you know, it throws up a wrong word or it misspells something, we can look over that. We know you're not a troll or anything. We know you're not trying to post anything vulgar or anything. So don't worry about that, Edith. Yeah, I guess so, Dennis. If you're going to cook, you're going to cook. How many of those cheesecakes did you make? What size cheesecake? Was it a little one or 10 of them? Yeah, really, Patty. Your Italian family would be proud. 3 cheesecakes. Did they eat all 3? Or did you have some of that to freeze too? I'm sure you did. Good Lord. 2 great big sheet pan size full of lasagna. Yeah, I cut about 3 or 4 inches off the length of it. It is quite a bit shorter, huh? Quite a bit. But it grows so fast, it'll be no time before those 3 or 4 inches will be back. I'll be ready to cut it again. Janice said she's going to bed. Love your kindness. Well, we love having you here, girl. You just hang in there. Everything will work out. Just think positive. Put everything in the Lord's hands. He'll take care of it. Yeah, you have a good night, Jana. Sleep tight, stay warm, stay safe. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And we'll see you on the next one, okay? Keep a positive frame of mind. And we've got 40 people on here right now. We had 60 some earlier. And there's Debbie. Hi, Linda. Stopped by for a hello. And we're going to put your name down, Debbie, for the drawing again. So don't forget about it Thursday. I'll be going live a few more times before Thursday to give y'all time to get your name in again. My ear is itching. My earrings itch my ears. Yeah, I still don't know where Wilson is tonight. He must be sleeping. He must have had an early night tonight. Yeah, he already told us he was going to win. Okay, Patty, you have a good night as well. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. We'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and stay warm. Yeah, like 100 times Wilson told us he was going to win. He wants cowboy candy. Yeah, you come in our lives anytime. Welcome you with open arms. What time is it where you're at, Debbie? It's 9:11 here, so I know in most places it's already 10 or 11 o'clock. East Coast, it's already 10:11. Okay, Debbie, you have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a blessed day tomorrow. Yeah, where's Gladys? Don't know where Gladys is. She must be sleeping, or she'd be here, I'm sure. Tell Gladys to wake up. Oh, I know where she's in another live right now. She don't even know I'm live tonight. Because I just brought up this other person's live and I saw her name in chat. I mean, that's okay. It's just that I figured that's where she was. Yeah, I know several people that she goes into their lives as well as mine. So she's over there. She doesn't even know I'm live right now. She's occupied. Right, Dana? She's disrespecting us. I don't know. Somebody asked her a question and she replied with, "Oh, I'm on many channels and I'm a mod. I can't say what I want. If I do, I'm gone, never to be seen again." I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what they asked her. But yeah, I don't control people. They can go watch anybody's live. I mean, that's up to them. I just like for you to come to my lives. Yeah, I love her too. She's a sweet person, and she comes to my lives as much as she can. And she's home all the time. She's bedridden, so she doesn't get out and go anywhere. So she spends her day going from one live to the other and communicating with people. That's how basically she spends her day. It feels like we're both on the telephone. Yeah, it's the next best thing is to being on the phone with someone, being able to chat back and forth with you. Yeah, I don't blame Gladys. I mean, if I was home all day like she is with nothing to occupy my time, I can't get out and go anywhere. That's her thing to do is just to go on lives and chat with all of her friends and all the different lives that she gets involved in. I mean, that's how she spends her day. And she didn't know I was going live tonight or what time, so you can't expect her to just sit there and wait. I mean, I don't expect anybody to do that. I love it when you pop in, though. Yeah, remember where the 14th, the wide plants about 50 pounds of potatoes. Henry's going to make fries for all of us, Dennis. He got 50 pounds of potatoes. He could cook fries for everybody. Yeah, after my live, I'm going to have to spend a little while going through my accounts and get my routing number changed and the bank name changed on everywhere that I have direct deposit and the places that I pay from my checking account. Dennis can sing if nobody wants to talk. Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, Edith. And we got Janice Country Cutie. Jackie M. I don't think I've got Jackie M down yet. Welcome to chat. Didn't know you were on. I didn't know it either. I just went live. I didn't schedule it. This is one of the surprise lives to get your name in the pot again. That's the reason I said Gladys is not here. She doesn't have any idea that I'm live. A lovely surprise. Well, I told everybody, I was going to be going live whenever between now and Thursday to give you more chances to get your name in the pot. And the surprise lives are not scheduled usually. I just go online and go live. Yeah, Gladys is missing out. Yeah, but she doesn't have any idea I'm live. She's involved in something else right now. Well, thank you, Edith. I'm glad I'm helping someone. Do you do Ray Stevens? We got Darlene Lucetti. I don't think I've got your name down. Let me get it down. Oh, it was 90 degrees here today, Janice Country Cutie. They said it was going to hit 85 and it was 90 degrees. Tell Gladys she won the prize and it was a brand new Cadillac. Yeah, that's what I say. It was 90 degrees. Wow. I've been wearing shorts for 2 days. It'll be a little cooler tomorrow, but not much. It'll be like 70 degrees tomorrow. But I'm sure that our cold days are not over completely yet. This is February. I mean, for the most part of it, it's over, but I mean, hey, we had snow the second week in March one year because I had already planted my pepper plants. I planted my tomato plants out in my garden in the ground. And then I heard on the news it was supposed to snow that night. So I went out and I took big pots and buckets and everything I could find, and I turned them upside down over my little baby plants. And I even had planted all my seeds in my garden. But of course, they didn't have time to sprout and come up yet, so it didn't hurt them. And when I went out there the next day, the ground was covered with snow, and I picked up the buckets where my tomato plants were. They were fine. Didn't hurt them at all. There was enough warmth from the ground with it just being an overnight thing, and then the temperature, warm back up, that it didn't hurt my plants. But I don't think I'd be that lucky if I plant stuff right now. Darlene said, what, 90? Freezing here again. Well, we're probably going to get a couple of more freezing nights here before the end of February, I'm sure. I feel like I got sawdust in my throat. Dennis said he'd take Edith to supper, but he's in Florida. Oh, we got Lily in the house. Let me get her name down. Okay, Janice Country Cutie. You have a good night. Take care. Stay warm. Stay safe. Get a good night's rest and don't let the bed bugs bite. And we'll see you on the next one. 27 where Bonnie's craft room is. Woo, that's cold. It's 66 degrees here right now at 9:25 p.m. And there's Asad Shah. I'm doing great. How are you? Yeah, the cold just cuts through your bones. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I'm in the USA, Assad. I'm in Texas. I'm in the big state of Texas. 37 where Lily is. Where are you at, Lily? Maine. How's the weather in Maine right now? You have lots of American-based clients. What kind of work are you in? At 37, I would move. Well, we moved to Texas in February of 1978, about the middle of February. And it was cold in North Carolina because we had jackets on. But the closer we got to Texas, the warmer it got. When we got to Texas, our jackets came off because it was like springtime here. People are already, like right now, wearing shorts running around. Okay, Donna, you have a blessed night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And we'll see you on the next one, okay? You have a blessed day tomorrow. Digital marketing agency recently. I created my own company providing all services. Well, good for you, Assad. Bonnie's Craft Room says, can't move. I don't want your 100 in a few weeks. Yeah, it was 90 degrees today. It won't be long before it'll be hitting 100 out here again. Yeah, in a few weeks I'll be wanting some colder weather. Like 90. Yeah, they're enjoying this 90-degree weather the way it was yesterday. They love it outside when it's warm weather. They get to bask in the sun. They lay down in the sunshine. It stays hot pretty good long time here, Lily. Texas stays warm more than it stays cold. But that's one thing I liked about Texas. I don't particularly like the 100-degree temperatures, or I don't like it when it hits 110 or 115. But I like it that we don't have real long cold winters. I mean, in February here, it's almost like springtime already. Jackie said it's 54 here and it's rain moving in tomorrow. And there's Bagger Feed. Put your name down for the drawing again. Hello, Bagger. How are you doing? Yeah, Lucky's home. He was out there eating supper with little Buddy today. Hello, Bag of Feed. I heard somebody say it was, but it's still on as far as I know. I think they tried to ban it or something, but it's still available. Yeah, I heard a lot of talk about TikTok being banned and all that, but it's still available. Every time I go to watch anything on TikTok, it's available. It's there. One of those robo dollars. Margaret, why you mentioned me? You know me. You think Assad is one of those robo dollars? Why would you think that? Mouse went up the clock. 60s and nice steady rains here in Northern California. Well, we had a good rain a couple of days ago, but we haven't had any more since. And the weather warmed up after the rain. But like I said, we've still got some more freezing temperatures coming. We're not over winter yet. But that's the way Texas is. You have 90-degree weather one day and it'd be freezing cold tomorrow. And there's Lawaii. Lawaii. Lawaii, or however you pronounce it. How are you doing this evening? Lawaii. Lawaii. I'm doing great. It hit 90 degrees here in Texas today. I've been wearing shorts for 2 days. Loving it warming up a little bit from not being so cold. The rain from Northern California is headed Jackie's way. Yeah, I heard one of Trump's speeches where he said that the prices were going to start coming down as soon as they got back to offshore drilling and got all the drilling going back in the states that Biden had stopped. He said we're going to see prices go down. Prices on food and everything else is going to start going down a little bit. Can't wait. MT said I had shorts on yesterday, blinded every bird in the sky. Well, there's some people that have not quit wearing shorts all through December. Because, you know, it's freezing cold one day and it's like summer the next. You never know what to wear. You have to watch the 10-day or the 7-day forecast and see what it's going to be tomorrow to know whether you want to wear long pants or shorts. I might have blinded a bunch of birds too, MT. I don't know. I love being here myself. I don't have to wear anything. There you go, Dennis. You could be sitting there in your birth suit, and nobody over here will know it. Didn't slow you up. They're about $3 or more a dozen. You can get 18 for like 5 something. I usually buy the 18 count box, and I usually pay 5 something for 18 eggs. As long as you don't accidentally go live. There you go. $10 a dozen, Tamara. Oh my God. You paid 5 today for a dozen in Pennsylvania. Now, some of the stores, they're charging $8, $9, $10 a dozen for these specialty eggs, you know, like the farm raised eggs and the ones in the brown boxes that are supposed to be so good for you. Can't afford to buy those. I buy Walmart's great value eggs, and they're like $5 and something for 18 eggs. They're like $3.95 for a dozen. Free range were $8, yeah. It just depends on what store out here you buy them in and which egg you get. I'm sure there's some people that wouldn't eat a great value egg, but I can't tell any difference between them and those real expensive ones. I mean, I can pay $3.95 a dozen, or I can pay $15 a dozen, and I can't tell a difference in the egg myself. And they can tell you that that chicken is eat whatever they want you to think it eats. There's no telling what they feed them. Now, that's the best kind to get, fresh eggs right out of the hen house. $4.50 for 18 fresh eggs. That sounds good. Dennis is looking for ostrich eggs. They're big. You could crack one egg and make scrambled eggs for all you 5 of your grandkids. That's what I say. Eggs are eggs to me. I mean, anything that I've ever bought of great value from Walmart has been good. I mean, I can't tell the difference between the great value brand and the more expensive brand. Yeah, I'd like to get an ostrich egg. I've never had an ostrich egg before, but oh my goodness, they're equal to at least 6 or 7 regular eggs, aren't they? Not the way they eat. Yeah, but they're little yet. They're not. Wait till they're fully grown, then they're going to eat something. Then you wouldn't have any left of that lasagna to freeze. They would have eaten it all gone. That's what I'm doing now, getting at the ranch. It's cheaper for me. Well, my son and his wife, they have their own chickens, and the chickens are just for laying eggs. So they usually stay supplied with the fresh eggs. But they live so far from me, I hardly ever get any of them because I'm not close enough to be there when they've got them available. Everybody's grandkids are precious to them, Dennis. I've got one granddaughter, my one and only grandchild, and I love her to death. And she's an adult now. She's 21, or she'll be 21 in June, or 22. I lose track of time, I tell you. It seemed like yesterday she was just a little toddler still in diapers. And she's a young lady right now, grown lady. Walmart Great Value eggs, $8 a dozen. Oh, wow. They're only like just a little under $4 for a dozen eggs of great value. Because I always buy great value eggs. But I usually get the 18 count, which are 5 something. That just means I'm old. Yeah, see, it depends on where you're at and what store you buy your eggs in. You can pay $10 a dozen for the same eggs that I'm paying under $4 a dozen for. Can't afford eggs no more. Well, I don't see how these families that have big families, a lot of kids that they have to feed, the way kids can eat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I can't see paying $8 a dozen for eggs, especially great value eggs. They're supposed to be the cheaper brand. And Bonnie just paid $3 for the farm fresh. That's the way to go. My son wouldn't have to worry about what he's going to do with all his eggs if I lived closer to him. I'd take all his extras off his hand. I wouldn't be buying eggs. Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, look at the prices now. Will our grandkids even be able to afford to buy food? You should get an ostrich egg, lasts longer. Sankey, okay. I don't know who you are. You must be a new subscriber. I've never seen ostrich eggs for sale anywhere. Edith said, growing up, we were poor. We had ketchup soup. Well, we were kind of poor once my dad got out of the Navy and we moved back to his hometown because jobs weren't readily available. It was out, it was farm country. So his construction jobs were far and in between. So we had to pull in our belts a notch or two. But we always had good food. I'm not complaining. We might sit down to a great big old bowl of peaches and some hot buttered biscuit. But hey, that was good eating to me. You have to get them from a farm. They're the size of a watermelon. I know ostrich eggs are pretty big. Ketchup soup is good. I've never had ketchup soup. But hey, it's all tomatoes, isn't it? There's a lot of recipes I put ketchup in because there's something about the spices and the taste of the ketchup that really boosts a recipe sometimes, depending on what you're putting it in. Go USA. Like I love to sometimes just squirt a bunch of ketchup in my tomato sauce or pasta sauce, and it gives it a little bit better, more of a boost of a flavor to me. You had to eat jam sandwiches, just jam two pieces of bread together. Well, that's kind of familiar, Dennis. But hey, the bread was good. And there's Wayne John. I didn't get your name down. Let me get your name. How's Wayne John doing tonight? You're in bed? All right, good night, Wayne John. I'm glad you popped in at least to say hi. You have a good night. We'll see you on the next one. And don't forget Thursday night. Well, Trump is supposed to help make things cheaper, Edith. I mean, in HEB today, when I went out there, they had a lot of good buys. Like I was going to get 1 2-liter bottle of a Diet Coke, and they had a coupon on the Coke, the 2-liter Cokes, and you can mix match them. You buy two, get one free. Well, you pay like $2.50 for one each, which was like $5 for two, and then you get one for free. So you were paying like $1.99 for a 2-liter bottle of Coke, which is pretty darn good. So needless to say, I got three. So, I won't be buying Diet Coke for a while. Oh, you don't even have a HEB. Yep, Thursday, make it a date. Don't be late. Because that's one live you don't want to miss if your name's in the pot. There's a lot of things that are really good, Tamara, if you're hungry. My mom always canned corn. She'd make cream corn and whole kernel corn. Oh, it was some of the best stuff when she opened those jars. She canned everything from the garden. Tomatoes, peas, beans, cucumber pickles, beets, pickled beets. Watch my video that I'm going to put up as soon as I can get it narrated, because I did a video in HEB today. I went in there just to pick up one or two things. I didn't go in there really to buy groceries, but that place was packed. It was crowded. 7 p.m. Central Time, Jackie, is when the live starts. And I'm not going to do the drawing right there at the very beginning. I'm going to give people time to get in, because I know there's going to be some that'll come in late. Yeah, I like dried prunes. I like any kind of dried fruit. And see, we don't have a Publix here. I've never been in a Publix before. We don't have them here or where I'm from in North Carolina that I know of. No, I've never tried to make homemade ketchup, but I make homemade pasta sauce, pizza sauce, all that kind of stuff, which is almost ketchup, isn't it? Edith says, I'm sure getting hungry now. Well, I ate a piece of my cheesecake, my raspberry cheesecake, just before I went live tonight. That was my dessert. You'll see what I ate for supper in one of my videos that I may post tomorrow. Yeah, get a snack, Edith. I love cheesecake too, but it don't love me. It grabs my hips like crazy. I can look at food and gain weight. Did you see my cheesecake live, Edith? Were you in the live yesterday when I made the cheesecake? I decided at the last minute to do that. Dennis says I eat anything that doesn't eat me first. You crack me up, Dennis. I made raspberry cheesecake. It is really good. And I know raspberries have a lot of little bitty seeds in them, but they're like strawberries. When you go to eat them, especially after you make a topping with it, you don't even know there's seeds in there. I don't want trite, no. Wilson can keep all that. All of our grocery stores have been having some really good specials this week. Or the last time I've been in all of them, they've had really good specials on everything. And I couldn't believe HEB, their normal, the natural roasted chickens were like 5 something. And some of the other ones were like $6 and $7. But they're, I like the natural roasted chicken, that with not a lot of different spices or barbecue sauce or lemon or any of that stuff on it. Just roasted, basically plain. I love them like that. And I found in some of the stores, the plain ones like that cost more than the barbecued chickens or some of that have the lemon pepper or whatever on them. Yeah, I do too, Jackie. You're interested in how I found boneless baby back ribs. I got them at Brookshire's when I was in there. I was looking at some of their meat because I wanted to fix the pulled pork, and I saw those and I grabbed them. But you can get if you buy a pork loin, it's basically the same thing as what I bought, the boneless baby back rib, because there was no fat, no bone, nothing on it. You didn't have to trim anything off of them. But you can get pork loin, and I've made pulled pork with that too as well. I don't know. They deboned it before I got it. They took the bones out. I didn't have to pay for the bones with them. Hi, Glipsy. How are you doing? I'm fine. Let me get your name down. Gillespie or Gillespie? Gillespie. Get your name down for the drawing Thursday. Yeah, like a McRib, only it's all pure solid pork meat. It's not imitation meat. Yeah, if you want to make some good pulled pork, just get your pork loin and cook that until it just falls apart. Or get a shoulder roast or anything like that and cook it till it's ready to fall apart, and then pick it apart and make you some pulled pork with it. Any part of the pig is good to make pulled pork. Okay, MT, I know if you're still a working person, that alarm comes awfully early. You have a blessed night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Stay safe and stay warm. We'll see you on the next one, MT. Have a good night. Yeah, I love pulled pork and coleslaw the way we fix it in North Carolina. I mean, I know the professionals in North Carolina fix it a lot better than me because I don't have that much practice fixing the pulled pork. But I love pulled pork and coleslaw the way we fix it in North Carolina with the vinegar and the oil and all the seasonings in that. I love it that way. That's the way I grew up eating it. Yeah, I'm retired too, but I work now with YouTube, I think sometimes harder than I did on a full-time job. Oh, you like my cheesecake video, Bonnie? I said, well, I know that the cheesecake was from a mix, but how I got it all together, and then at least I did make the little topping, the raspberry topping. And it's so easy to make. So if anybody wanted to make a cheesecake and they had a few little raspberries or blueberries or something like that, they can throw them in the pot, throw a little sugar in there, put a couple ounces of water in it, and just boil it to death, and you got the topping for your cheesecake. Yeah, I don't have to get up until I want to, or somebody wakes me up. Like the kitty cats will come scratching at the door wanting breakfast, and I'm still sleeping and I don't want to get up. And little buddy he will not give up until I come to the door and feed him. Or maybe they come over to do some kind of construction on the new house next door, which they've been doing, and their machinery wakes me up at the crack of dawn. And then, just as well get up because you're not going back to sleep then. They've got the yard all landscaped. Well, not all landscaped. It's leveled off as much as they can, basically. They haven't planted grass or anything like that yet. But they do have the septic system in. That's what they were doing this past week. You can't find the cheesecake. It was my live yesterday, Edith. And it should have the picture of the cheesecake as the thumbnail. I think I put it on there. I changed it one time, but I think I put it back on there. But it wasn't just a video. It was the live yesterday. If you were not in the live yesterday, you missed it. But you can go back and watch it. Just find it. It's a live. Yeah, it's there. You'll be able to watch the replay of it. Okay, Edith. I hope you enjoy watching it tomorrow. It is good. I mean, I'm having to eat it myself, but I refrain. I've eaten like one piece a day. I ate one, a piece yesterday. I've eaten a piece today for my dessert for my supper. I'm not touching any more of it till tomorrow. And there's Sib SLB 3900, whoever you are. Welcome to our chat. No, I don't remember you. I hope you're not a troll with a new name. I hope you're a nice person coming into chat. Yeah, he is gone. Where'd he go? Yeah, it disappeared. I don't know if he said something bad and somebody got rid of him or what. That was pretty quick. I figured it was a troll would come in with a new name. I kicked him off. Okay. Usually when they come in like that and said, "Remember me," it's a troll that came in with a new name because you got rid of him already before it at his other name. Cat is at the door. No, they're out there sleeping evidently. I haven't heard any of them on the porch lately. They've been sleeping in the swing. They take turns. One time I'll look out there and Lucky's sleeping in the swing. Another time I look out there and little Buddy's sleeping in it. So it's whichever one gets to it first sleeps in it for a while. It was me scratching with the pen. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea, Dennis. What's everybody got planned for tomorrow? Back in the day, my daughter wanted a troll doll. Isn't that funny? Yeah, Dennis is on the ball. He don't put up with the trolls that come in here. I'm glad to have Dennis as one of my moderators, I'll tell you. Doctors tomorrow, yay me. Oh no, I know that's not going to be fun. I got to go in this month for my checkup, my yearly checkup. It's at the end of the month, I think. I've got to go in the week before my appointment and get my blood work done, and then go back that next week for my appointment. But it's just a regular checkup. I don't have anything going on. Yeah, good luck with that. I mean, do you have tests run or what? What's going on, Jackie? Testing again, blood work, yeah. And there's JJ. I turned 19 today. Well, happy birthday, JJ. I need something blood tests with me too. Yeah, all these stores right now have got some fantastic sales going on, but I'm fully stocked with everything. I only needed to get saltine crackers and one or two other things, and that was it. And I picked up more than what I went to the store to get today, that's for sure. But every once in a while, I'll run out of flour, or I'll run out of sugar, or I'll run out of butter, or something like that you got to go to the store and get for your recipes. And then usually when you go to the store just to pick up that one item, you pick up two or three other things. You say, well, this is a good deal. I'll go ahead and get this, like I did my Cokes. But you can't beat that, $1.90 for a 2-liter bottle of Coke. I drink way too much of it, but like I said, I'm allergic to milk. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, so my go-to drink is usually water, tea, or Coca-Cola, Diet Coke. Oh, we got Brooklyn Marie in here. Hi from Arizona. Well, hello to you from Arizona, Brooklyn. Brooklyn Marie. I'm putting your name down for our drawing Thursday. You do have to be in chat, because if I draw your name and you're not in chat, I toss that one and go pick out another name. What part of the country are you in, Brooklyn? Brooklyn Marie? Hi, DC. Welcome, Brooklyn from Arizona. Okay, I missed that. She's from Arizona. My oldest brother lives in Arizona. Oh, he's in Tucson, Arizona. I wonder if you live anywhere close to my brother. He got tired of New York City and he decided to move to Tucson, Arizona, where it was hot. He got tired of walking in 3 feet of snow. But he moved to Tucson, Arizona. A friend of his moved there too. They rent an apartment together, and they live in an apartment complex with a bunch of other retired people, and he loves it there. No, I'm not allergic to most ice creams, because I get like the Great Value brand of ice cream, and it really doesn't have milk in it. It's almost like eating a diet ice cream. Now, if I get that real expensive ice cream that's real, got heavy cream and stuff in it, I don't eat much of that. It's good, but my body don't like it. So I eat like ice milk, sherbets, and like I said, the Walmart brand, the Great Value brand of ice cream, it's not as milky creamy like a lot of the other ice creams are. Ice cream's allergic to you, Dennis? Yeah, we're having a drawing Thursday, Brooklyn. And my lives, like tonight, I'm taking everybody's name that comes into the live. Every time we have a live. And it goes in. It goes in this container with all these other names in there. And Thursday, we're going to have a drawing. But you have to be in the live if you win. Well, the live starts at 7 p.m. Central. Yeah, I know. Wilson already said over 100 times he's going to win. He's already won. I don't know. He's going to be brokenhearted if he doesn't win Thursday. It'll be sometime after 7. I mean, we'll start the live and give people time to get into chat, and then we'll do the drawing. Well, there's Gladys. Hello, Gladys. How are you doing? We were wondering if you were sleeping. Let me get Gladys's name down. So she has another shot at winning Thursday. And there's Crystal Grills. I've got to get another sheet of paper. I don't know where else to write names. How's Crystal doing this evening? Yeah, Gladys woke up. We figured you were sleeping, Gladys. Well, hello to you, Gladys. It's been 90 degrees here today, Gladys. Can you believe that? They said it was going to be 85, but it hit 90 degrees today. It'll be a few degrees cooler tomorrow, but it's not going to be cold. It's going to be in the high 60s. It'll probably hit 70 tomorrow. Or maybe even warmer than that. It kind of flips back and forth one day from another. It's unpredictable February is what it is. Yeah, that's the reason I said, can you believe it's 90 degrees here today? It's 66 degrees here right now, Gladys. You need to move to Texas, Gladys, where it's warm. It's going to be 68 in my house. Well, you can get it 68 in your house if it's 27 outside. Yeah, I know it's been pretty cold in Connecticut. Have bed will travel, Gladys. Do a couple of cartwheels and end up in Texas. or a couple of wheelies. It's almost Thursday. You got that right. This is Monday night, and it's almost Monday night's almost gone. Oh goodness, Edith, your medicine's kicking in, wanting you to go to sleep, huh? You could picture that. Yeah, I could too. I could picture Gladys doing a couple of wheelies with her bed and ended up in Texas. I know your bed has wheels. That's the reason I said that. Yeah, if you got to go, you got to go, Edith. I mean, I know what it's like taking medication. That some of that stuff will just knock you out. But I'm glad you came in tonight and hope to see you the next time too. Just have a good night. Stay safe, stay warm. Get a good night's sleep and don't let the bed bugs bite, and we'll see you next time. She said she'll keep awake though. Yeah, she needs a motor on her bed. Like the wheelchairs. They're going to end up doing that eventually, probably. Put motors to beds with wheels. And where my friend was driving with his wheelchair from the rest home down to the post office to pick up his mail, you can see Gladys doing that with her bed. She's going to the post office to pick up her mail. I'm just being silly, y'all. She's not going to do that. Well, she may. I don't know. Got Kathy Moore coming in. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? Didn't we have you in here earlier, though? Seemed like we did. Let me check. Maybe it could have been someone else. No, I didn't have Kathy Moore down. You got back to Colorado. It's colder there. Yeah, I know it's a little cooler in Colorado than it is in Texas. I remember going to Colorado one summer with a friend of mine. It was like 110 degrees in Texas. And we got to Colorado, you almost needed a sweater or a jacket on. Oh, you've been on a plane. Oh. Yeah, I can picture that. Like a cartoon. Gladys is in her motorized bed doing wheelies headed to Texas. Oh, I'm in a silly mood, y'all. What can I say? I think that poly, whatever they call it, stuff that I seal my cabinet with has done tricks on me. Not really, because I was wearing my mask. Brooklyn Marie says, what's your favorite thing to cook? I don't know. I like cooking a lot of things. And I've got so many things I want to cook. I've got like them lined up. And as soon as I get one recipe cooked, I got another one in the line that I want to do. Like I want to do another pizza. It's been ages since I've cooked a pizza, a homemade pizza. But I don't want to do a pepperoni pizza. I want to do a different type of pizza. I don't know. I'll come up with something. Yeah, that's what it is, Bonnie. It's the sugar high from the cheesecake and the raspberry topping. And I just feel good. Well, thank you, Gladys. No, I don't want to cook no beef tripe. I wouldn't even buy beef tripe. You couldn't give it to me. I mean, I like cooking a lot of things. I mean, But I'm trying to come up with different recipes and make a dessert pizza. I don't know how that would go over. I don't even like the Hawaiian pizzas because I don't want pineapple on my pizza. Raw oysters, no need to cook. I'm not eating raw oysters either. Mine are going to be cooked in a stew or they're going to be battered and fried. Damien loves the videos of my cats. Yeah, I got to get some more shorts recorded of them because everybody loves to see Little Buddy and Lucky. I think the funniest thing I've seen so far of Little Buddy is the little video that I did. He was laying up on the shelf in my cabinet that I'm building, that I'm doing in the backyard. I couldn't believe it. I walked out there and he was curled up there on the on the shelf, spread out like that was his new home. Okay, Jackie M, have a safe night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And we'll see you on the next one. Yeah, it's about time for me to do another stuffed cabbage video. It's been a while since I've done stuffed cabbage. But I try not to repeat the exact same thing. I like to come up with something different. But I was thinking the other day, it's been a while since I fixed pizza. I need to fix me a pizza. Yeah, Jackie M, don't forget Thursday if you don't see us. I mean, I'll be going live, off and on between now and Thursday, but be sure to make Thursday night. All these pizza places are getting too expensive. You can buy a frozen pizza in any of the grocery stores cheaper than you can go to the restaurant and buy it. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I've made stuffed peppers already. What type of... my favorite type of pizza is pepperoni pizza. Just give me a pepperoni and cheese pizza and I'm happy. Oh, I missed that one. I didn't see that one where Granny pickled pig's feet in a jar. We got Jason Bender in the house. Let me get his name down. For the drawing Thursday. That's also your favorite. Yeah, nothing can top just a regular pepperoni and cheese pizza. I love onions and olives and stuff thrown on it too. Oh, I could eat my weight in that. Did you did you eat all the cheesecake? No, I haven't. I've got still over a little bit over half of it left. Because I think I ate a piece during the live. I ate a piece last night, and then I ate a piece today before I went live as my dessert for my dinner tonight, or my supper tonight. I've never eaten one with anchovies on it, Dennis. I don't think I'd like anchovies. I don't think I want fish on my pizza. Salty fish. Oh, we got True Holiness from, what is it, apostolic church. True Holiness. Apostolic temple. I'm gonna have to cut it off at the temple. I don't have room to write the whole name. How are you doing, True Holiness? You doing good this evening? What's my least favorite type of pizza? I don't particularly care for the Hawaiian pizza because I tried it one time when I went to a buffet pizza place and I didn't like it. I didn't like pineapple on my pizza. It's to me, pineapple does not go with pizza. I mean, it might in Hawaii, but I don't want pineapple on my pizza. I want pepperonis on there, and lots of them, with a lot of cheese, with garlic and onions and olives. Damien said that's disgusting. What's disgusting? Hawaiian pizza with the pineapple? Dennis says, I don't like pizza on my pineapple either. I don't think pineapple goes on pizza either, y'all. I'm glad you agree with me on something. I mean, I tried to eat a piece. I couldn't even eat the whole piece, the slice that I cut. You know, because we went in the buffet and I said, well, I'm going to try the Hawaiian because everybody raves about it. And the Canadian bacon and, you know, I tried several different ones and I didn't like them. I went back up there and just got me plain old pepperoni and cheese. Now I might make something like a meat lovers where I put pepperoni and chicken or a couple of slice pieces of beef or something like that on it. But it's going to have my pepperoni on there. But as far as I'm concerned, you know, I'd rather just have the plain pepperoni and cheese pizza. I don't care for all that other stuff. Oh, really? I think, is all the Kmart's closed now? Or do they still have some of them open? I tried it before. I'll never try again. What, the Little Caesars pizza at Kmart? And Crazy Bread Kmart Blue Light Special? I've never tried it. I guess I never was there when they had the Blue Light Special for pizza. Is this another live? It's the same one we started a little while ago. I don't know how long we've been on here. We've been on for 2 hours. It's the same one, Jana. Did you leave and come back? Thinking it was another one? All the Kmart's are gone. I heard somebody say that all the Kmart's had closed. There was one in Fort Worth that I used to go to all the time. But it's been years since I've driven to Fort Worth to go shopping. And I love DSW footwear because that was the only store that I could find my size shoe in. I need to plug in my camera before it dies. It was 5%, y'all. It was going black on me. Well, the one reason I love DSW shoes is because that was the used to I could get the narrow widths at Sears or JCPenney, and then they all went to the medium widths, which sometimes I could find them to fit, sometimes I couldn't. But then I went to DSW, and the first couple of years that I started shopping there, I could get the narrow width shoes or find shoes that would fit my skinny feet. And the last time I went in there, they told me they don't carry the narrow widths anymore. That all the narrows now were medium. And once in a while I could get the mediums to fit. Sometimes they were just too wide. But I love DSW shoes, or I used to. It's been a couple of years since I've been up even there. So I don't know what they got in there now. But they used to have a lot of really nice name brand shoes. They were a little bit more pricey than, like Marshall's or Ross's and places like that, but they had usually a better quality shoe. But still, they were discounted. You didn't pay the top dollar for them. You love the blue light specials the best. Well, I guess I was there at times when they had blue light specials, but I don't think I ever participated in the blue light specials at Kmart. But they had a Kmart on the edge of Fort Worth that I always went to because it was the easiest for me to go to. And then they had one in Cleburne. And I haven't been to the one in Cleburne in many years. So I didn't know for sure if they'd all closed or not. But I heard somebody say that all the Kmarts had closed. I guess all these other stores like Walmart, Supercenters, and everything else have done them out of business. Yeah, they had some good buys even when it was not a blue light special. Kmart did. They had some pretty good prices for some of their stuff. Tamara said, when my daughter asked where she came from, I told her blue light special at Kmart. How old was she when you told her that, Tamara? A toddler. Well, she grew up thinking she was created at a blue light special, I'm sure, at Kmart. Oh, that's funny. You like the Big Star groceries in the 70s. I don't remember any Big Star grocery. Evidently, we didn't have any of those around where I lived in the 70s, which was in North Carolina. I remember Piggly Wiggly and A&P. The Piggly Wiggly was where my mom always shopped because it was the closest grocery store you could go to, which was about 15 miles from where we lived. I would have got a refund. She's 44 now and cherished the story. I wonder how old she was before she realized that she did not come from the blue light special at Kmart. That's my problem, Damien. I don't have one favorite food. I love all good food, and I love to eat. It's a wonder I stay as small as I do. I mean, I love my fried chicken. I love fried oysters. I love fried catfish. I love all that healthy, fattening food. I love my pizzas. All food that doesn't eat me first. Yeah, if it don't eat me, I'm going to eat it. But that's funny. Yeah, I just wonder. That's one thing that come to my mind after I read that statement you made about telling her that she came from the blue light special at Kmart. I said, I wonder how many years or how old she was before she realized she didn't come from the blue light special at Kmart. Oh, really? You can smell places from my past like stores, huh? I love good fried oysters, and North Carolina has some of the best. I don't go home if I don't go in a month that I can get me some fried oysters. Oh my God. The last time I drove to my hometown, which has been several years ago, I made it a point. I went right by myself because everybody was working and not many other people in my brother's family liked oysters. I drove over there one day while they were all at work and the kids were at school, and I got me some fried oysters at Bandana's restaurant in Burgaw, North Carolina. Oh my God, they were so good. And there were so many, I had to bring half of it home. I ate it for lunch the next day. But they have good fried oysters in North Carolina. I mean, they come right off of the ships when they come into port, and they're big ones, and they're really good when they're battered and fried. Oh my God. Now, I will not eat them off the half shell. I don't want raw oysters. But I'll eat them if they're deep fried, battered and deep fried, or if the little ones, if they're fixed in an oyster stew. I love oyster stew. But they got to be the little baby clams, or not clams, but the baby oysters. Nah, I'm gonna cook them oysters. I'm not eating them raw. I remember the time I ate my first fried oyster. We went to a restaurant on the beach in Oak Island, North Carolina, where we lived before I came to Texas. And we'd go there every Friday night to eat seafood. And this one time I ordered a small order of fried oysters. And I fell in love with fried oysters. Now, sometimes, Father Gatto, I'll buy the little can of smoked oysters and eat them with crackers. I love them like that. But I've never gotten fried oysters, I mean, smoked oysters in a restaurant. Jesus Image Christ, Africa. From Africa, oh my God. Uganda, Africa. Welcome. You're a good ways away from us. Put your name down for the drawing on Thursday. Yeah, that's what you say, Dennis. You eat your weight in raw oysters. You love raw oysters. Yeah, I'm not touching a raw oyster. I don't want it, don't like it. No. How is Uganda, Africa right now? Jesus Image Christ, Africa. How's the weather there where you live? It was 90 degrees here today. It's 66 degrees right now. I don't know where Gladys went. She disappeared. She must have fell asleep. I would like to collaborate with you in my church ministry, sister. Huh? Dennis, they're like a snob ball. I agree, Bonnie. I am in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Grew up in Macon, Georgia, and no, I do not like oysters. I love them fried. That's all I can say is I love good fried oysters. You don't get good fried oysters here where I'm at in Texas. Now, you might down on the coast of Texas in some of those restaurants, but you don't up here where I'm at. Or I never have anyway. They don't even have them in the restaurants at all. If you want seafood, you go eat catfish, fried catfish, or you might get some shrimp. Yeah, they do look gross, Jana. I agree with you. My dad loved raw oyster. He'd go buy him a whole bushel of oysters, bring them home, build him a fire in the backyard, and get him over that fire. till the shells popped open, and then he was eating them right out of the shell. Africa is good. Well, good. Glad to hear that. Bonnie says I was on the other side of the state and they were nasty there too. Oh well, what can I say? Yeah, everybody welcome Jesus Image Church Africa. I think that's the first time they've ever been in our chat, our live chat. We welcome everybody in our live chat. Dennis, your grandmother always went to Macon, Georgia for the Cherry Blossom Festival. Well, they always have the Azalea Festival in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is a beautiful time of the year. The spring of the year when all the azaleas are in bloom. Oh, it's beautiful there. Around Greenfield Lake, they have azaleas of every color planted all around the edge of the water, around the lake, and everywhere. It's just beautiful. There's Gladys. She's still with us. She hasn't completely left us. Georgia girl, huh? Well, there ain't nothing wrong with being a Georgia girl. I'm a North Carolinian girl. I just live in Texas now. I'm adopted Texan. I'm like Lucky. I was left in Texas. Yeah, mine's done it a time or two because my live has showed that I reconnected once or twice since I've been live tonight. But it doesn't stay off long enough, I guess, for most people to even notice it. Take the girl out of North Carolina, but you can't take North Carolina out of the girl. No, you can't. And I know I'm not even going to attempt to say that long name. It's just a bunch of letters to me. I'll call you the alphabet. Y'all, we got the alphabet just come into our live. All the way from A to Z. Yeah, bunch of letters. You said that before. Bonnie says, I'm a Michigander, then a South Carolina transplant, but now back in, I don't know what MI is. Is that Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi? I forget my abbreviations on states sometimes. Michigan, okay. I'm Welch, never been stateside, but I've always wanted to visit Greensboro. Greensboro, North Carolina? Well, if you want to visit somewhere, go all the way to the East Coast where Carolina and Wrightsville Beach. That's my neck of the woods. I was from that area. It's beautiful there. All the beaches look like they've had white sand hauled in, but it's all natural. It's all natural beaches, and it's just beautiful. Why have you always wanted to go to Greensboro? What's in Greensboro? What attracted you to Greensboro? Dennis wants to visit the moon. I had a friend in Greensboro. She passed now, but we always plan to meet up at some point. We'd love to tour the state. Yeah, that was a neat thing to had, wanted to do. Sorry you never got to do it. Yeah, the beaches are beautiful, but the mountains are beautiful too. I've never lived in the mountains before. I've always been on flat country. This is as close to the mountains as I've ever gotten, is here where I live now. And I'm on top of this rock mountain. I know, she just kind of flaked out on us, Gladys. She told me that some of my subscribers were telling her stuff, and she quit coming into my lives. That's been my problem. I've had too many people talking against me, getting people to leave my channel and go somewhere else. And I always look forward to seeing Randy, but I just don't see her anymore. Haven't even heard from her in a while. I think I got a Christmas greeting from her, and I sent her one. But that was kind of it. And April's left. She hasn't been in. She said things were getting too much drama going on, so she hasn't been back in my live chats. I guess she's been going other places or just not watching. I love it here. Never more than 5 miles from a lake of some size or another. Well, see, I mean, it's a good walk, but I could, if I wanted to, walk from my house down to the lake bank. It's all downhill. It's coming back that'll get you. Because when I used to get out and walk for exercise all the time for my back and neck, at least once or twice a week, I would walk from my house down to the boat dock, sit in the little park down there, just look at the water and watch the boats, and then walk home. It took me about 30 minutes to walk down there, 30 minutes to walk home. Who are you talking about, Dennis? You know where she's at. She used to call me all the time. I'm not walking anywhere. Well, I stay too busy with YouTube now, and the walking I do for exercise is walking around my yard and my garden. Okay, Dennis. Yeah, I've got a lot of subscribers that have all of a sudden just left my channel, and they went other places, and a lot of them left, and I don't know why. Maybe they just got bored with my content. I don't know. You walk to your refrigerator? I walk to mine too, Dennis. It'd take you 30 minutes down and an hour back. Yeah, because you're a little bit tired coming back, and it's all uphill. Because I live at the top of this hill, this rock mountain, as I call it. That's what I say, Bonnie. It's their loss. If they don't want to come into my lives and watch my videos, they're welcome to go wherever they want to go. I'm not holding anybody. I'm not forcing anybody to watch my videos or come into my lives. They got a free will. They can do what they want to do. And I don't feel bad for them for doing it. I mean, hey, I'm going to watch what I want to watch, so I expect everybody else to, too. She used to call you all the time? Oh, wow. I don't think, I don't know if you're talking about Randy or not. She never called me. I get messages from her quite often. I don't know what's going on with her. I know just before Christmas time, she had a family member that passed away. I sent her a condolence card. And then we exchanged Merry Christmases and stuff like that. And I just haven't heard from her in a while. She hasn't been in my lives in a long time. Yeah, I hated to see April leave my live chat. I mean, I knew there was a little bit of drama going on for a little bit there, but I don't like drama in my lives, and I get rid of it as fast as I can because I don't want it here either. She called you? Oh, wow. I was trying to remember the lady's name. Starts with a C. What was that lady's name? She told me the lady's first name that contacted her and told her all kind of stuff. And she just left. Yeah, I liked April too. And I liked Randy. I wish both of them would come back. But like I said, they're free to do, they've got their own free will. So maybe one day she'll come back. Who knows? Yeah, that's what I figure. If you leave my channel, it's your loss, not mine. Trying to see how long we've been on. Hmm. Coward starts with C. Can I have a shout out? My name is Nair. I'm from Jamaica. Well, shout out to Nair if that's what your name is. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. It's probably another troll. Thank you, Dennis. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, they're welcome to come back anytime they'd like. Like I said, everybody's got a free will. I'm not forcing anybody to watch anything on my channel. I love it when people do and they seem to like the content that I have. Well, thank you, Gladys. Yeah, a lot of these people that are coming in that Dennis has been putting out of sight, they're trolls coming in, up to no good. I can't wait to see who's going to win Thursday. Because, I don't know. I can draw any name out of that pot that comes up. There's so many names in there. There's no telling which one I'm going to pull up. I'm going to look for her number. Oh. I mean, I can contact her. I can send her a message. Every once in a while, I do that. I'll send her a message and say, hey, I just want to see how you're doing. It's been a while since I've heard from you. And she'll message back, I'm fine, everything's good. Yeah, Wilson's going to win. Wilson's name is the only name in that pot, so Wilson's going to win. You know that's not true. I put everybody's name in there. He already told us 100 times. Yeah, I know. He's going to win. He's already won, yeah. He thinks he has. Maybe that's why he's not here tonight. He don't think he needs to get his name in the pot another time. He's already won. Or so he thinks. I don't know. Dennis, if you love me, pay my rent. I can't even pay my own rent. It's a good thing I don't have rent to pay because I couldn't pay it. I'd have to work for YouTube just to pay my rent. Bonnie's craft room said you can pay her mortgage, Dennis. I'll buy a new car and you can make my payments for me. Yeah, Dennis knows we're only kidding because he kids with us too. We need a sugar daddy though, Dennis. We need somebody to pay our bills, take us shopping, spend money on us. We should have been able to go eat lasagna with Dennis. He fixing those two great big pans full of lasagna and 3 pies, 3 cheesecakes. We'd have had a food on. Yeah, keep us in the custom we're used to. I can't afford myself, Dennis. I'm expensive. He said he loves being there by himself. That's what I've always told my kids. I don't buy a whole lot because I can't afford myself. I like the finer things when I go shopping, and I can't afford it, so I don't go shopping. I live in this old house, this old mobile home, because I can't afford the new house that I want and need and should have. So I'm just going to stay here. I can't afford myself. Yeah, you're rich with grandkids. You got beautiful grandkids. Because I love my granddaughter to death. She's the only grandchild I've got. And I'm sure she's the only one I'm ever going to have because my daughter's not going to have kids. She doesn't want kids. And my son and his wife are not going to have any more kids. So Alexandra's my one and only, but I love her to death. You need a man that sleeps outside. Wilson. We've been wondering where you're at. Where you been, Wilson? Have you been sleeping? Or you been out on a hot date? You been working. Okay. There you go, Dennis. Gladys needs a man that sleeps outside and don't talk. And Dennis needs a wife that owns a boat so I can go fishing and don't have to talk to her. Oh my God. I need a man just for his bank account. He can give me a debit card on his bank account and turn me loose. Is there any men out there that don't mind giving their bank account to some lady? I need your bank account. Don't you know we got men listening to me talk like this and probably laughing their butt off? Bonnie's Craft Room says, I have a hubby with a boat. Does that count? My cats are fine, Wilson. They got their 3 meals plus their treats today. They're happy. They're sleeping. Dennis. Dennis said he needs a wife to beat the hell out of his ex. Oh my gosh. Tamara says, I'll take a black card. It's expensive to me. I'm kind of like Gladys. I need a sugar daddy, but I don't want to see him. I just want his debit card. Okay, Bonnie, you have a good night. Stay warm and stay safe. We'll see you next time. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Yeah, it's 11 here, 11:03, so that means it's after midnight for Dennis and Gladys and a lot of people. It was 90 degrees today, Wilson. It's 66 right now. I've been wearing shorts for 2 days. Dennis said, I just woke up. All right, you have a good night, Bonnie. I'm glad you came into our live tonight. Enjoyed having you. We'll see you next time. Dennis says, I told you I'm retired. Whew. Catch my breath. Yeah, what happened to your live? I tried to find you last night, and I never saw you get on live. What kind of work do you do, Wilson? You know, I don't know what he does. I didn't know he worked. I thought he might be retired too. Good morning. I can't pronounce your name. Last name Kara. Welcome to our live chat, wherever you're from. Helping people at the food bank. Oh, okay. Good morning to you, Kara. Am Rafi Kara? He has to cook and don't eat or talk. I thought you already had a wooden Indian, Gladys. He just stands in the corner. Dennis, can he roll you around in the bed? I can't wait to see what Gladys's reply to that one is. He left me, said I was mean. YouTube says that I need 59 subscribers to have a live chat. I had to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours before I could go live. Because I was trying to go live on my cell phone, and they wouldn't let you go live then with less than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours. But I could go live on my laptop sooner than then, but my picture on my laptop was terrible, so I didn't want to go live on it. How many subscribers do you have now, Wilson? Do you know? They said you need 59 subscribers. He's got 18. Well, I subscribed to his channel around 14. Well, I subscribed to your channel, so I know you got more than 14. Because I think you had 14 when I went there and subscribed. Yeah, I didn't think I was ever going to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours so I could go live, but I finally got them. It took a lot of work to get them, though. Dennis, Gladys says she doesn't roll. I'm unsubscribing because Wilson told us a fib. Not really. Y'all, I'm still thinking about how I'm going to get my cabinet in the house. I'm going to have to get out there and flag some young gentleman down, I guess. Darlene, her dog is snoring so loud, had to put earbuds in. Are you really, Dennis? You going to really send Wilson tripe in a can? If you can get it in a can, it looks like you could get it where Wilson lives. I've never looked for it, so I don't know if you can or not. If he sends you his address. You can get in trouble that way, Gladys. She said she's going to go to sleep and dream of naked men. Oh my. Gladys is in trouble. Harris Ali, hello. Welcome to chat. I'm well, I'm fine, doing great. Well, Gladys, if you're leaving us, you have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Stay safe and stay warm, as cold as it is where you're at. And we'll see you on the next one. And have a good day tomorrow. Dennis is going to dream of you, Gladys. He'll be the man in your dreams. Dennis, you might take the place of her wooden Indian. Come with me, Linda. Maybe. I don't have a clue. I haven't thought to that part yet. I wasn't thinking of that when I decided to build it. I'll figure it out somehow. I just hope I like it when I get it in here. It's a little darker than I actually really wanted it. But it'll do. It'll be okay. No, you're fine, Dennis. I just didn't think about that part when I decided to build a cabinet. The smaller one that I built wasn't too bad to get in the house. I got it in the house by myself. I don't know about this one. It's quite a bit bigger. It's like 4 times the size of the other one I got in here. Yeah, I'll get it figured out somehow. I'll have to get me an elevator at my door. Something like a wheelchair lift, and lift it up to the door level and slide it in. Yeah, build a new house around the cabinet. That might be what I have to do. I can see myself doing that. My son asked, Mama, what you doing? I'm building a house around my cabinet. My cabinet's too heavy to move it, so I'm just going to build the house up around it. That'd make a good cartoon. Oh. Don't you think that would make a good cartoon, Dennis? Cats can have the whole house. No, they'd want to be in the house where I was at. They wouldn't be content in here by themselves. It could be the cat house. Oh, that was a good one. Build the house around the cabinet. That's kind of like these people that don't want to move the tree, so they build their house around the tree. The tree's growing up the middle of their house, right out the roof. I could do that. Build the house around my cabinet. Man, I'm going to eat my weight in cough drops. Tree huggers. Oh my goodness. I've often wondered though, what do you do when the tree outgrows the house? I've seen several homes where they built the house around the tree. But I've always wondered, that tree's going to grow. What do they do when the tree outgrows the house? I guess they have to tear the house down. It'll grow up the tree with the tree. You think Wilson left us? I have no idea. What am I going to do tomorrow? Well, I probably need to tackle my greenhouse. Try to get the tarp off of it, get the old plastic cover off of the greenhouse frame, get the new one put on so I can start using my greenhouse. Because with that tarp over it to keep the rain out, it doesn't get any sun to start any plants or anything in it. Yeah, that's a question too, Darlene. What if the tree dies? You're going to end up with a tree falling, or you'll have to cut it out of your house, and then you got a hole up the middle of your house where the tree was growing. I see 39 likes and 32 still in chat. I just saw what Dennis said. Sell the house. Who's going to buy a house? Who's going to buy a house with a tree growing up the middle of it that died? I guess you can tell them that it's just in hibernation. It's the wrong time of the year. Wait till spring and it'll grow back out. For somebody that might not know the difference. Yeah, it could be firewood, Dennis. You could cut the tree out of the house, but then you got a heck of a time filling up that hole. Because you couldn't really very well plant a new tree there. Use it for a bathroom. Well, it just depends on if you're 1 or 2 story house, you know. You could use it for an open air shower. Shower out in nature. You got a skylight above you. You'd have to put in a big skylight or something, so when it rained, the rain didn't come down through the middle of your house or wherever the tree was growing. Now you're making it complicated. Yeah, I always make things complicated. Yep, exactly right, darling. If you can see out, others can see in. Especially today with the drones flying around. I've got one that flies over my house quite often. It came over today, but it was pretty high up. Well, you tell these peeping toms not to look, Dennis. See how that works out. I tell them all the time. Well, I think in my case, I probably wouldn't have to tell them to look somewhere else. They wouldn't want to look at me. They wouldn't want to look down in my house, the hole in the roof. You want them to look? Oh my gosh. You're killing me, Dennis. Well, y'all, we've been on here 3 hours and 11 minutes. I think we should call it a night. I still haven't got my supper dishes washed up. I got stuff on the table that I put on the table when I first got home from the store. I don't even have stuff put up. Salty crystals in the shape of daisy flowers. Let me get that name down. Salty. I'll just put salty crystals. That name's too long to have to write it all out. Hello, salty crystals. How are you doing this evening? Dennis, sing for us. Oh, I'm not doing trivia tonight. I got to get in that bed before long. It's almost 11:30 p.m. here. That means it's almost 12:30 where you are, Dennis. Tamara said you have to sing. I'm doing great, Salty Crystals. Fantastic. Had a great day. It was 90 degrees today. It's 66 degrees right now. Feel good. Dennis says, I don't care what time it is. Oh. Oh, I got a lot of places I got to contact tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get around to all of them. My trash pickup is on direct pay. I'm writing a list. Where is Salty? I don't know. It's 5:30 a.m. here. Where are you at, Salty Crystals? What part of the country? England. Okay. Yep, that's a long ways away. We got Amy Burrows. Let me get your name down somewhere here. Make sure we get your name in the drawing for Thursday. Yeah, I've got so many places that I've got my old bank account in because I pay through my debit card online or my checking account online. And there we got Curtis. It's just about a surprise live because everybody that came in live tonight, their name went down on this sheet of paper. And I'm going to cut them apart, fold up each one, and it goes in. It goes in this for a drawing Thursday. But you have to be in the live Thursday night when I draw the names to win. If I draw your name and you're not there, I just toss it and I pull another name. Figured he didn't have to tell us anymore that he was winning Thursday. I'll be on at 7 p.m. Central Time. That's probably going to be while you're sleeping. If it's like 5, what time do you say it was there now? Like 5:30 a.m.? Because it's 11:30 p.m. here right now. And I go live at 7 p.m. Thursday night. And that'll be real early in the morning for you. Be probably like 1 a.m. in the morning or so. Or earlier, 12 midnight. California. Curtis Walton. Did I get your name down? Yes. Old people. Oh, yes, people. Old people do sleep much. I get so tired, I've got to go to sleep sometimes. Curtis says I sleep a lot. Or he sleeps a lot. I'm in Normal. Where are you? In California. Curtis Walton, 70 years old. Norcal. Dennis says we're older than dirt. Oh, it's been almost going on 3.5 hours, y'all. Santa Rosa. I'm in Texas. Tamara's in Rockland, not too far from me. All right, guys. I'm glad each and every one of you, your sis lives in Rockland. I appreciate each and every one of you coming into the live tonight. I'm exhausted. We've been on here for almost 3.5 hours. I'm going to end it now because I'm too tired. I know y'all got to get to bed because I may go live in the morning. Who knows, you know? I'll surprise you with another live. So y'all sleep tight, stay warm, stay safe. I'm in Granbury, Texas. Salty Crystal said, glad I made it in time. I've been following the cabinet project, and I'm so impressed with your your skills. I better get going now. I've got mountains of clothes to wash. Have a great night. You too, but I'm going to clean up my kitchen, then I'm going to bed. I hate to go to bed with dirty dishes, so I'm going to wash up my dishes and clean up my kitchen a little bit, and then I'm going to hit the bed. Nice meeting you, Curtis. I hope you'll show up in our next live and maybe make it to the drawing Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. But if you don't, it's understandable. You'll probably be sleeping about that time. It'll be early in the morning for you, about 12, 1 o'clock. All right, Dennis, we'll see you next time. Oh, we got Martha Berry, and Angel. I got to get their names down. I've run out of spaces, y'all. Where am I going to put Martha? There, I got your name down. I got Angel and Martha Berry. All right, y'all have a blessed night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And I'll see you on the next one. Love y'all. Bye now.